renounce both renounce and not renounce together with everything. All the same, and it will be even beyond opening up. Step back from both step back and not step back. Use the sentence that is great compassion, so the effect is immediate. Use the sentence that is great compassion. Don't just use the sentence that is for nibbana, for liberation. Use the great compassion sentences. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. If you only think about not grasping, it's still trying to reach the end of the path. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, that is a sentence that is great compassion. Don't just cut the cutting or not the knotting. Don't use the sentence that is only trying to reach the goal, trying to end the path. Use the sentence that is great compassion. Not both not and not, not just not the not itself. You have to consider, you have to see which sentence is great compassion, which sentence is still about reaching the goal, reaching the end of the path. If you're not attached, both attached and not attached, not about trying to not attach anything. It has no limit, the great compassion sentence. If you only focus on reaching the end of the path or taking the path, that is limited. If you renounce both renounce and not renounce. If you're still doing the renouncing, it's only taking a path. But if you renounce both renounce and not renounce, that is mahasunyata. When you not, both not and not. And if you has no limit in dissolve and empty out automatically. and it will be beyond, both beyond and not beyond, automatically. Let go of both let go and not let go. Step back from both step back and not step back. Use these sentences that are great compassion, so that it won't just focus on trying to reach the end of the path. Give up, both give up and not give up. So it becomes without limit, having no limit. Don't waste your time trying to be liberated, reaching the end of the path that is narrow, limited. Not both not and not. It isn't about beginning or ending anything together with everything. Don't just focus on not or not. Not both not and not. So it becomes the dissolution, the emptiness that's dissolved altogether. Don't just be with grasping or not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. So it is great compassion throughout. Don't stay with not or not. Not both not and not. Don't just be with not grasping both, grasping and not grasping. Dissolve them all. Become dissolution without a trace, both cut and not, not and not. Don't just not relate or relate. Not relate, both relate and not relate. Dissolve both, relate and not relate. Dissolve both not and not. Don't stay with not or not. Not both not and not. Dissolve without a trace. Dissolve without a trace. Don't just stay with either not or not. Relate or not relate. not relate, both relate and not relate, dissolve, both relate and not relate.
สลายทิ้งมันทั้งตัวไม่มีไม่
dissolve both
ทั้ง
not
ทั้งไม่ไม่
or not both not and not
ประโยคที่มันเป็นเนื้อหามหากรุณากันในประโยคเอง
that is the sentence of great compassion
ไม่ใช่แค่
use them well
เองด้วย
don't just to cut for yourself or not
เองด้วย
the not itself
อย่าอยู่แค่มรรคแค่ผลเสียเวลา
don't just
พัฒนาไปเลย
trying to be liberated for yourself that's a waste of time have great compassion right away
มันก็ยังเป็นมรรคเป็นผล
not relate
แค่มรรคแค่ผลอยู่
the not relating itself that is still liberated for self
มันไม่มีขอบเขตล้างไปเลยไร้โลภ
be without limit dissolve without limit without a trace use sentences that are great compassion not relate the not relating that is still liberated for self still about trying to reach the goal so not relate both relate and not relate that is great compassion it becomes the dissolution without a trace without limit throughout the samsara
เปลี่ยนที่อินทรีย์ ไม่ก็ไม่มันทั้งไม่ทั้ง
cut
ไม่อย่า
cut
แค่
both cut and not cut
แค่ไม่
not both not and not if you only not the not itself that is still trying to be liberated for self extinguish or for only self
ทั้งไม่ทั้งไม่
when you not both not and not
มหากรุณาไปเลย
so that it is the great compassion become without limit indissolved and extinguished you renounce both renounce and not renounce don't try to be liberate for yourself that is still very limited narrow you not both not and not so it's extinguished dissolved without limit don't just extinguish for self don't focus on self you are selfish and limited so not both not and not so it dissolve everything they extinguish everything without limit
ตัดรู้ช่วยไปเลย
enlightened without limit
เหตุในการตัดรู้ช่วย
enlightened without limit for everything don't just not or not the not itself not both not and not and it will be beyond being wide it becomes without limit in the ending don't just trying to be liberate for yourself or extinguish for yourself have great compassion don't focus on self trying to reach nibbana for yourself have great compassion in the sentence use the sentence that has great compassion
ไม่ใช่เรื่องส่วนตัว
It isn't anything about personal.
แล้วมันก็ไม่ได้อยู่แค่เรื่องส่วนรวม
And it isn't the matter of public or others either. Dissolve both personal matter and public matter.
ไม่ก็ไม่มันทั้งไม่ทั้ง
Not,
ไม่
not
แค่
both,
ไม่
not and not just stay with not
ไม่อยากแค่ไม่ก็ไม่
or not, or not the not
ไม่
dissolved.
ทั้งไม่ทั้งไม่
Not both not and not. So it becomes dissolved without limit, without a trace. Not grasping both grasping and not grasping. So it becomes dissolution, emptiness, without limit. Don't just not grasping the non-grasping itself. Or stay with grasping or not grasping. Don't just trying to end your task, end your practice. Dissolve throughout everything. You're still trying to reach the end of the practice, to achieve the practice, reaching the liberation for yourself. That is still about karma. Karma of noble ones and non-noble ones. Go on and dissolve without a trace, without limit. That is great compassion. Don't stay with being noble ones or non-noble ones. That is a waste of time. Not grasping both grasping and not grasping. Dissolve both grasping and not grasping. Dissolve both grasping and not grasping without limit. Beyond both narrow and wide. Beyond both narrow and wide. Having no limit. It's not about relate, not relate. Having no limit, it doesn't mean to stay with either cut or not cut, grasping or not grasping. It isn't about renounce or not renounce, something that has no limit. It isn't about limited at anything or stay with anything. You still renounce both renounce and not renounce. If you still cut both cut and not cut. Don't either cut or not cut anything. It is something without limit, beyond both cut and not cut. Something without limit. It isn't about grasping or not grasping. It isn't about identify or not identify anything. It isn't about either attach or detach. Liberated or not liberated, that is still having limit. Not relate, both relate and not relate. Don't stuck with having the habit of noble ones or non-noble ones. When you cut both cut and not cut. Don't stay with either cut or not cut, or cut the cutting itself. Cut both cut and not cut. Dissolve both cut and not cut without limit. dissolve without limit, cut both cut and not cut, not grasping both grasping and not grasping. Give up both, give up and not give up. Renounce both, renounce and not renounce. Don't focus on renounce, not renounce anything, or give up or not give up anything. Renounce both, renounce and not renounce. Give up both, give up and not give up. So it has no limit in dissolving. It is Mahasunyata that dissolved everything. The empty out everything. Mahasunyata is the emptiness that dissolved. Dissolve everything without limit. Having no limit, no trace, dissolving everything. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, together with everything, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, with everything. And if we become the emptiness, the dissolution, don't focus on grasping, not grasping anything. That is still tiring. Still be either noble or not noble, still. Give up, both give up and not give up. With everything, give up, both give up and not give up. Not about just give up anything. Not even give up the giving up. Give up, both give up and not give up. Renounce both renounced and not renounced. Don't just renounce or not renounce anything. Don't even renounce the renouncing itself. Renounce both renounce and not renounce. So it has no limit in dissolving beyond being liberated or not liberated. It's still limited. Renounce both renounce and not renounce, so there is no more either renounce or not renounce. It is something without limit. It isn't about just staying with renounce or not renounce. Samsara will end only through great compassion. So have great compassion. Don't just focus on liberated for yourself. Have great compassion. Don't only renounce, not renounce. End or not end. End both end and not end. Renounce both renounce and not renounce. Have great compassion. The samsara will only end through great compassion. It isn't about being liberated or not liberated. Something without limit. It is beyond any path or result of the path. It is beyond even the beyond and not beyond. It's beyond both beyond and not beyond. Don't focus on renounce or not renounce. Renounce both renounce and not renounce. Has no limit. Not about renounce, not renounce. That is tiring. That is still a lot of suffering. That is the habit of both noble and non-noble. Don't be there. If you renounce, renounce both renounce and not renounce. So it's in both renounce and not renounce. And it will become dissolution without limit. Don't have to choose anything. Either cut or not cut, not or not, not both not and not, dissolve both not and not. Don't have to choose anything, empty or not empty. Empty out of both empty and not empty.
ว่างก็ว่างไม่ว่างก็ว่าง ว่างมันทั้งว่าง
It's
ทั้งไม่ว่าง
empty, both empty and not
ไม่
empty.
เอามันทั้งเอาทั้งไม่
Not
เอา
grasping,
นะ
both grasping and not grasping.
อย่าเลือกที่จะเอา
Don't
หรือ
choose
ไม่เอา
Either
ไม่เลือก
accept
อะไร
or not accept. Don't choose anything. Don't choose either choose or not choose.
เลือกทั้งเลือกทั้ง
Don't choose either choose or not choose.
เดี๋ยวมันจะได้ไล่ร่องรอยล้างไป
So it's empty out without a trace. Don't limit at just not grasping, not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Don't leave it at just cut or not cut. Cut, both cut and not cut. Great compassion right away. Don't just liberate it, not liberate it. This samsara ends through great compassion only, not about achieving any end of the path. Have great compassion. Focus on renounce, not renounce, for only yourself. That cannot end for the samsara. You still obsessed with attached, not attached, for self. The samsara is hopeless. Not attached, both attached and not attached. Don't be with either attached or not attached. Don't limit only attach or not attach anything. It is without limit. It isn't about limited at attached, not attached. Not attached, both attached and not attached. So it has no limit, dissolving, emptying without a trace.
มันเปิดกว้างเต็มที่แล้วมันไม่เป็นนะ
khi mà nó đã mở rộng tuyệt đối rồi thì nó tụ lại không được giới hạn được không giới hạn không được giới hạn là bản thân không được nữa rồi.
มหาวุนาเรื่อย
Đại từ bi
You
liên tục
keep on opening up,
ๆแคบ
quay
having great compassion
giới hạn ở bản thân thì
for a
sẽ
while.
khó khăn.
You cannot go back and be limited, be narrow
Nhưng mà đã
anymore.
rộng nổi rồi thì
You won't be able to be narrow and limited anymore.
không được quay
Cannot
trở
go
lại
back
hạn hẹp ở cái
and be focusing on self anymore. Once you let go of the letting go for a while, become having no limit.
có giới hạn vừa đi liên tục
You dissolve everything without a trace. You cannot go back and try to focus on self, be limited or narrow.
พอมาเริ่มทิ้งทั้งตัว
Once you let go, both let go and not let go. Keep on. Let go, both let go and not letting go.
กับไปแล้ว
bỏ cả cái
It's
bỏ
go
cả
on.
bỏ là nó bắt đầu đi.
That is great compassion.
มันไม่เอาทั้งเอาทั้ง
Once
ไม่เอา
not grasping, both grasping and not grasping.
ล้างไปแล้ว
It has no limit, dissolving without limit already.
ไหลลงเลยล้างไปแล้ว
Without a trace, dissolve without a trace.
ยุ่งยิ้มแค่
And you can't focus on little thing anymore. Can't be specific, limited or narrow anymore.
Không được nữa rồi. Tụt mùn ở giới hạn.
It's only about
Trở thành
sunyata that dissolve.